Whoa, wait. Oh, sorry. Whoa. What? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And today, I have waited a whole year for me to react to this, because this is actually a year ago is when I started reacting to voice play and GEOFF CASTELLUCCI. So I had many requests asking me to react to and analyze their Oogie Boogie song. So obviously that's Nightmare Before Christmas. So I was like, Halloween, that'll be a perfect time to start reacting to them. I think I said something like, you know, why did it take me so long to react to voice play? But I'm happy I did, because they were, you know, it was very kind of Halloween-y, and then it got into the Christmas season. So that's why all of them kind of made sense to react to then. But after I did my Monster Mash reaction and analysis video by GEOFF CASTELLUCCI, I then got many requests to come here to the Headless Horseman, but obviously by then it was not Halloween anymore. So I have not listened to this, and it frustrated me at the beginning, but then I had lots of other things, and now it's been a whole year. God, these years go so fast. I sound old. But anyway, the last Halloween reaction of the year, I will be going to The Headless Horseman by GEOFF CASTELLUCCI. That's where we are today. I have mentioned it already, I understand. But anyway, this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping, as always, and talking about the vocals. If that's not your type of thing, that is okay. I'm not for everyone. I am not offended. All is okay. For those of you that will stick on, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Please do go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell button if you haven't done already. All of that means so much. And do go over and check me out on Patreon as well if that's your type of thing. But anyway, let's get to it. Oh!
Now gather around while I elucidate on what happens outside when it gets late, along about midnight. The ghosts and banshees get together for their nightly jamborees. There's ghosts with horns and saucer eyes, and some with fangs about this size. Some short and fat, some tall and thin, and some don't even bother to wear their skin. Well, I'm telling you, brother, it's a frightful sight to see what goes on in the night.
Oh my goodness me, this is so fun. I'm loving this sort of shuffle feel, like that's we're getting. Oh, this is so good. What's going on with these headless GEOFFs, or bodiless GEOFFs, should we say? I love, it kind of started off, you know, quite very spoken-like, very well connected to his chest voice and his speaking voice. You know, it's the same thing. We want to be using the same muscles, and we want it to be feeling natural for us when we sing, as close as we can to our speaking voice. And obviously down here, it's a lot more natural for one to feel close to their speaking voice. But then halfway through, we had a kind of different change. We had a lovely, like a triplet happening, different rhythm changes, a different kind of timbre to his voice. It kind of went very characterful. Let's go to it, because a lot of things happened in that second half. Oh, these effects and the zoo, like, it's so good. I love that laugh.
Now gather around while I elucidate on what happens outside when it gets late.
So very spoken-like here.
The ghosts and banshees get together for their nightly jamborees. There's ghosts with horns and saucer eyes, and some with fangs about this size. Some short and fat, some tall and thin, and some...
So here is where we kind of start getting a little bit more, I don't want to say like musical, because it already is, but we're playing around a little bit more with the phrasing, and we get a nice kind of thin holding on to the end. So this is where it's kind of, that's the first thing that picked up in my ears anyway.
Jamborees. There's ghosts with horns and saucer eyes.
And saucer eyes. Like, it's just the way he's like emphasizing certain words.
Jamborees. There's ghosts with horns and saucer eyes, and some with fangs about this size. Some short and fat, some tall and thin, and some don't even bother to wear their skin. When I'm...
And there we get, some don't even bother to wear. I don't know what he's doing there. It's like he's gone straight onto the vibrato, whereas before, quite speech-like, maybe there's not too much vibrato happening. This is the first time we kind of got the onto the note. No, we're getting a spooky shiver of the voice. equivalent to a vibrato.
Fat, some tall and thin, and some don't even bother to wear their skin. Well, I'm telling you, brother, it's a...
I'm telling you, brother. This is so, we're getting a lot of a darker kind of feel, but it's so musical. I'm telling you, brother. I'm here for this.
Thin, and some don't even bother to wear their skin. Well, I'm telling you, brother, it's a frightful sight to see what goes on.
To see what goes on. It's, again, that dark, the pout will get that darkness, but that rhythm that happens there, so fun.
Well, I'm telling you, brother, it's a frightful sight to see what goes on in the night. Have a midnight jamboree. Well, they break it up with fiendish glee. Spooks are bad, but the one that's cursed is the Headless Horseman. He's the worst when...
Whoa! With a Headless Horseman, he's the... How did... He's like going from up here then down. Nah. So he's dropping down.
Bad, but the one that's cursed is the Headless Horseman. He's the worst.
Headless Horseman, he's the worst. Nice, so headless. He does an octave jump from a headless to this lovely low note, which is probably down here, let's face it, not where I am. But yeah, the intervals and the jumps.
Spooks are bad, but the one that's cursed is the Headless Horseman. He's the worst when he goes a-jogging across the land.
Whoa.
Holding his noggin in his hand. The demons take one look and groan and hit the road for parts unknown.
There's no wrath like a spook that's spurred. They don't like him and he's really burns. We're through the longest days.
Yeah, he'll show them that he can get ahead.
Whoa, okay, so really nice and floaty kind of vocals from the three, what did I call them? What did you call them? Jeff tones? I can't remember. There's so many names for them, and you're going to tell me again in the comments. But so it's very different to what we just heard, which is that kind of rounder, darker kind of tone, especially when we're doing those octave leap, octave interval jumps down. But yeah, really kind of, what notes are we getting? But yeah, it's really different and floaty like. We're getting a little bit of aspirate onsets happening just to create that mysterious vibe. And then we get a lovely like ascending, a glissando, a slide onto the note from Jeff from like way down here.
Look and groan and hit the road for parts unknown.
There's no wrath like a spook that's spurred.
There's no there.
The road for parts unknown.
There's no wrath.
There's no. We're essentially creating a flat triad here on the with the backing. So that's what's happening here. But yeah, it's so lovely and floatesque.
Look and groan and hit the road for parts unknown.
There's no wrath like a spook that's spurred. They don't like him and he's really burns. We're through the longest days.
Yeah, he'll show
What is
them
that?
he can get ahead.
The Headless Horseman needs a hand. The Headless Horseman needs a hand.
Close all the windows, lock the doors. Unless you're careful, he'll get yours.
Oh.
But don't think he'll hesitate a bit, cause he'll tip your top if it'll fit. And he likes...
I love that. And that's the thing that drops down. It is a glottal start, but I think it's getting quite a smooth onset on the and there, which is really nice. So he's really blending things together there. The Headless Horseman. That's so tricky to kind of get not aspirate. They are kind of leading the three, harmony that we're getting on the Headless Horseman, that we're getting there. It is very aspirate and breath-like, but it's not, we're not leaning too much on the H's. We're just creating this kind of breathy ambiance. It's very staccato. Nice.
Close all the windows, lock the doors. Unless you're careful, he'll get yours. But don't think he'll hesitate a bit, cause he'll tip your top if
This
it'll
part.
fit. And he likes them little, likes them big.
Part in the middle or a wig.
Black or white or even red. The Headless Horseman needs a head.
Nice. So we get some oohs there in the back as well. And then we get the Headless Horseman. And then Jeff does his thing down here.
Or even red, the headless horseman needs a head.
No, it's back on that C again.
Headless horseman needs a head. The headless horseman needs a head.
It's after midnight, so listen good. Better stay at home like you should, 'cause right outside and waiting there.
Headless horseman.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I was focusing too much on that. Oh, if you're wearing headphones, it kind of spins around as well, which is very fun. He's just got such a lovely connection to his voice, and he makes these low notes seem so incredibly easy, which is why when they happen, it's just like, yeah, but like it's insane what he's doing. Backing, we are hitting the range on this man. It's insane. Well, where are we going?
Listen good.
Oh, also before we listen good, sorry Jeff, love how we start off with ooh backing and then we open up to an ah, so we're swelling and we're growing louder, you know, from a closed vowel ooh to an ah to an open vowel, getting a little bit darker, growing in volume naturally without having to like push for that.
It's after midnight, so listen good. Better stay
So
at
gravelly.
home like you should.
Okay.
'Cause right outside and waiting there.
Headless horseman.
The headless. Up on that C5 there. The head. So yeah, we're just on a C major chord there with that top up on that C. So we've changed we're on a second inversion, which basically means we've changed the order of it's not the head. We're getting that.
It's right outside and waiting there.
Headless horseman.
Nice.
He's out looking for a headed child, so don't stop to figure out a plan.
You cannot reason.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we had a lovely low note from Jeff just before this lovely section happened, so we'll go back there. That lovely little play run that we had on there was so soft. Play. Where did we go? Okay, I just want to go back to this low note and red eye, Jeff.
Waiting there.
Headless horseman.
Where?
He's out looking for a headed child, so don't stop to figure out a plan.
Out. I love how he's playing around with the notes. Anyway, we hit a flat 1 there on that lovely low note from Jeff. But yeah, this it's so jumpy and fun, which contrasts what we've just heard from Jeff. And it's the way Jeff's kind of jumping around on the notes out we kind of had.
Looking for a headed child, so don't stop to figure out a plan.
You cannot.
Out, play, and then we grow and swell on there. It's very breath led still here. We're not getting a clear tone, and also even when we're kind of growing in dynamics on that play, he's kind of maintaining still a level of unclarity in his voice, which is just contrasting again to our lead Jeff. So good.
He's out looking for a headed child, so don't stop to figure out a plan.
You cannot reason with a headless man.
Whoa, what? That kind of, what did that part remind me of? You cannot reason. It sounded very like classical opera. I've got like a Disney movie in my head and I can't think what it is. Like a Jungle Book. I don't know. I could see something. Beautiful section. Wow. Like this rich depth that he has in his voice anyway, and then to just a drop to whatever note this was.
You cannot reason.
So, reason, he's holding on to that N, which is lovely. Reason, normally it would be like if we wanted a fuller sound, we'd open up to the vowel. Obviously, reason, which might be very classical, very musical theatre, but Jeff's opted for a reason, which is falling on a nasal sound. Nasal sound there, it's going to stop. So it's just different and it stands out. Beautiful.
You cannot reason with a head.
It's that head. C.
Headless man.
F. Down to such a thick F1. Like, just that slide down to the C and then drop to that F1 is insane. But it's just, just the bit before that is insane as well. He kind of, then he adjusts himself on that C.
With a head.
Yeah, it's like, head. He gets himself in this, like, bright pocket and then shimmies down here, adjusts, and then...
With a headless man.
And then stops on to get to his last. Ugh. That was a fun little tune, wasn't it? Woo! Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. That was so good. Well, I'm so happy I was able to finally watch this one because great. Just the level or the production scale is so wonderful as well. And it's also nice to see what was going on a year ago and how far Geoff's come now. Like, it's incredible then, it's incredible now, and just his voice and the richness that his voice holds will always be amazing and hold such greatness and amazement for people to listen. But yeah, absolutely enjoyed it. I'm so happy that I finally got to watch it. Thank you so much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye!